Happy terrific Tuesday morning to you guys and gals. Today we're going to be talking about more multiplying with carrying, more multiplication with carrying. Okay, I'm going to make this problem a little bit larger. We're going to go through these steps. But before we do, I want to review with you quickly the times. I'll review right here. Let's look at this. All right, let's just go through the steps. Read these steps with me. First, multiply the top factor by the ones digit in the bottom factor. So we're going to start in the ones place. This is what we always do. So I'm actually going to take this star and cover up that 3. So we're just going to multiply like we always do, like you've always been taught. Let's go ahead and start. 4 times 6 equals 24. Put your 2 and 4 here. When you're carrying, make sure you don't make it a really large number so you don't run out of space, because we're going to be starting a second step of carrying today when needed, and you need to be very, very careful. I'm going to go ahead and put the little plus on here to help us to remember to add that. So 4 times 5 is 20, plus 2 is 22. Since we don't have anything to carry, we're going to go ahead and put that here. Now here's the step that you need to make sure you do that you're not used to doing. All right, you're going to go ahead and cross off. See how they crossed off that 2? We're going to go ahead and cross that out because that's a carry number from the ones column, from our factor in the ones column. So you have to cross that out. So when you multiply by the tens, that you don't think, oh, I got to add that, because it goes with the ones column. So don't forget to cross that out. You could do a cross like this or a cross like that. It doesn't matter as long as you crossed it out. Next, multiply the top factor by the tens digit in the bottoms factor, carry if needed. Now that we're working on the tens place, I'm going to go ahead and cover this up because we've already used that. Now, this is just like multiplying 56 times 30. And remember what we said before, anytime you times something by 10, you just add the 0. So 3 times 10 equals 30. So we're going to go ahead and put this 0 down here because we're really multiplying by 30. And so let's go ahead and put this circle for our 0. Last week we were using the donuts. So now I'm getting smaller and smaller and smaller so that we can fit it in our work. So it's just like the donut, but we're adding it right here. This is the 0 because we've already done the ones place. So this is like multiplying by 30. So let's go ahead and multiply. 3 times 6 is 18. Carry that 1, put the 8 down here. Now 3 times 5 is 15, plus 1 is 16. Do you see why we need to cross out that 2? If we left that 2 there, we might accidentally add the 2 or add the 2 and the 1. So you need to just cross that out so you don't get confused. Then you're going to go ahead and add, when you have 2 sets of answers, they're called partial product, because this product is from the ones place, this product is from multiplying by the tens place. So that 0 there is what is represented by that times 10, like times 32. That's why you have that 0 there. So now we're going to add together the partial product, and the bottom number is the final product. So 4 plus 4 is 0, 2 plus 8 is 10, carry the 1, 1, 2, 6 is 9, and 1 plus nothing is 1. So we have a problem here. What did we do wrong? 3, let's look at that. 3 times 6 is 18, carry the 1. 3 times 5 is 15, plus 1 is 16. And they have a mistake in their problem. 15 plus 1 is 16. This is actually not right. Mr. Whiting, will you come to the board and look at this?
Okay.
We'll take 2 teachers to check this. 3 times 6 is 18, carry the 1. 3 times 5 is 15, plus 1 is 16. Look what they have.
They added the 2.
You know what they did? They made the mistake that I told you make sure you don't make. They added the 2. Even though they crossed it out, they added the 2 instead of the 1, so they actually made a mistake. Did you know they do that sometimes? Sometimes a book makes a mistake. They added and said 15 plus 2 is 17. They didn't mark it out hard enough. So they made a mistake. And mine is right. And Mr. Whiting confirms that, and let's have everyone else also confirm that, because we know that 3 times 5 is 15 plus 1 is 16 and not 17. But you know what, boys and girls, you make mistakes, and I make mistakes. So every once in a while, we'll let the book make a mistake too. All right, so make sure you get that fixed. All right, here we go. I want you to work these. I'm going to do a couple of them with you, and then I'm going to leave you to the rest of them. 5 times 4 is 20. Carry the 2. 5 times 3 is 35. 36, 37. Oops, you know what? I forgot to put the 0 for the 20. What was that? I was like 37. So now we're multiplying times 10. So I'm going to cover up that 5. And this right here, which would be 0, we're going to go ahead and put a 0 here, because actually we are multiplying by 30, because that's 3 10. So you go ahead and put your 0 there. 3, oh, let's cross that out. 3 times 4 is 12. Carry the 1. 3 times 7 is 21, 22. Now add your partial product. So this would be, if we go labeling this, factor, factor, partial product, partial product. Now we're going to add to get the final product. 2,590. And let's do one more. Let's go ahead and do B, and I want you to do these on your own. 4 times 7 is 28. Carry the 2. Let's put a little plus there. 4 times 3 is 12. 13, 14. Now, remember, we're done with that. I'm just going to cross that out, and I'm going to put my 0 here, which would have been the donut, like this. I'm going to cover that, help you remember. 4, oh, we got to cross out this now. We don't want to make the mistake they made. 4 times 7 is 28. 4 times 3 is 12, plus 2 is 14. Now we're going to add and remove our donut and just keep our 0 there, because that stands for the donut. 0 plus 8 is 8. 4 plus 8 is 12. Carry the 1. 6 and 1. Put your comma. 1,624. The rest of them I want you to try on your own and then check tomorrow. Okay? Mr. Yamaha bought supplies for the church work. He bought a gallon of paint for $27.98, a mop for $20.05, and 3 packs of sponges for $3.46 each. Now here's where we're going to have to notice each, and he bought 3 of them. So before you, how much change should he get back from $75? This one's tricky. Has one thing you need to do, then a second step you need to do, and a third step you need to do. So this is a 3-fer. Instead of a 2-fer, it's a 3-fer. You have 3 steps in this one. So what I want you to do is I want you to pause your video and try to do it all by yourself. Then we're going to work through the answer. Okay, first thing I see here, I'm going to do my multiplying first, because it's 3 packs at $3.46 times 3. 6 times 3 is 18. Carry the 1. 3 times 4 is 12, plus 1 is 13. 3 times 3 is 9, plus 1 is 10. So here's what the sponges cost. So I'm going to put SP for sponges. Then the paint, we're going to add all these together. $27.98 is paint. I'm just going to put P for paint. And then the mop, $20. Wow, he must be getting one of those really good mops. $20.05 for a mop. Now, how much does all this cost? Since it's money, we're going to put a $sign here. It's not necessary to write all of them there, because we know it's dollars. So we have 2 times 8 is 16, because we have 2 8s. 16 plus 5, 21. Whoops, yeah. 2 and 3 is 5. 5 and 9 is 14. Carry the 1. 1 plus 0 plus 7 plus 0 is 8. 1 plus 2 is 5. That's the total cost. So we're going to go up here and rewrite the total cost. Hold on. Before we write the total cost, we're going to write the total amount he had. So he gave them, he had $75. Go ahead and put your zeros there. He had $75 and it was going to cost $58.41. So if it's going to cost it, that means we're going to spend it. So we need to find the difference. We have to borrow because we don't have any here. So we're going to make that 10, then borrow from it, make it a 9. 10 minus 1 is 9. 9 minus 4 is 5. I'm just going to go ahead and put that decimal so I don't forget. 4 minus 8, you can't do that. So you're going to go borrow because 4 is less than 8. 14 minus 8 is 6, and 6 minus 5 is 1. And your total is $16.59. And I'm going to check the answer key and make sure they got it right. Let me see. Yay! Good job. The answer key got it right this time. Sometimes I make mistakes, so it kind of makes me feel good to know that I'm not the only one. Okay, Mr. Whiting, can you scroll up? We're going to look at this bottom part of this page. Just at this last story problem here. Olivia's family went on vacation. They traveled, so we're finding the facts. They traveled 276 miles on Monday, and here is a key word, twice as far on Tuesday. So I already know that I'm going to have to say 276 miles 2 times because Tuesday was twice than Monday. Now, and 1/3 as far on Wednesday than as on Tuesday. So first I'm going to have to find out Tuesday. This is Monday. So Tuesday, 2 times 6 is 12. 2 times 7 is 14 plus 1 is 15. 2 times 2 is 4 plus 1 is 5. Okay, now this is Tuesday. So Monday and this is Tuesday. Now, for Wednesday it says 1/3 as far on Wednesday as on Tuesday. So we're going to take the Tuesday total, 552. And if we say 1/3 of that number, we're going to make that into a division problem. If there's any left over, we're going to write the answer as a fraction, the remainder as a fraction because it's saying 1/3. 3 goes into 5, 1 time. 1 times 3 is 3. Subtract, 5 minus 3 is 2. Compare, is 2 less than 3? Bring down. How many times will 3 go into 25? If you said 7, you're not right because 7 times 3 is 21. So let's go 8. 8 times 3 is 24. All right, subtract. Now I hope for every one of these problems that you will maybe look at one and then pause it, try it. Okay, some of these, this one was pretty tricky. Bring down the 2, how many times will 3 go into 12? We'll go into 12 4 times because 4 times 3 is 12. And here's your answer. So here, we're going to say, here is what they want to know. How far did they travel? Oh no, this is a, wow, this is not just 1, 2, 3, this is a 4-fer. Cool. Okay, so here's what we have to look at. This is Monday, this is Tuesday, this is Wednesday. Now, they want to know how far did they travel on all 3 days? So what are we going to do? If we need to know how far they traveled on all 3 days, here's what we're going to do. We're going to have to add 3 days together. So let's do that. So Monday is 276. Tuesday is 552. Wednesday is 184. Now add those together. Now I'm going to check this answer key, except for Mr. Whiting just covered it up. Thank you, Mr. Whiting. Let's make sure I have all mine right. Something doesn't seem right here. That's right. That's right. Good. I did get it all right. I see sets of 10. 6 and 4 is 10. Plus 2 is 12. That's Tuesday. That's Wednesday. And this one's our final answer. So 1 and 7 is 8. 8 plus 8 is 16. So 16 and 5 is 21. 2, 4, 9, 10. So this is how many days. You need to label this as days. 1,012 days. Because they wanted to know, no, not days. They wanted to know how far they traveled, and that would be miles. They traveled miles. The days was 3 days. Okay, that's tricky. Let's see if the answer key got it right. They did, I'm so proud. Okay, Mr. Ryan, will you pull the next page, please? On this back page, I'm not going to do very many of them because I want you to work them and review them. This right here, you have in the back of your book. So what I want you to do is try to do all of it. This one I don't think's in there. 1 mile equals, no, that one's in there. It's the one it's not is the yards, but that's not on here right now. But you should have written it in. So I want you to do that on your own, then check the back of the book. Remember on this one, I'm just going to help you with remembering how to do it. You're going to work the known side first. So go ahead and say 14 divided by 2, then add 9, put that answer in there. Then if you have plus 6, you have to get rid of it by subtracting 6 from both sides. Okay, that's all I'm going to show you on that one. To average these, you're going to add those 4 numbers together. Then to find the answer, you're going to write whatever you get here, right there, divide it by 4 and circle that answer. On these, reducing the fraction, find the greatest common factor. Write these numbers. You're going to do this, the rest of this you're going to do by yourself. It's all review. And then check with tomorrow. Please, please check your answers. Don't leave them wrong. When you find out what it is, we're giving you a picture of our book that shows you every step to work it. So there's help for you there. Don't just say, oh, I'm done. So please, please check it so you know what you're doing. If you have a hard time and you just can't get it, contact your teacher. Either, all 3 of us, we are willing to help you. Each one of us be happy to help you. So until tomorrow, we'll say goodbye. I think I teach next on Thursday for math, but if you haven't taken your math test yet, review. You can review the Friday slides. I think Mrs. Quilty has Monday. So yesterday, Mrs. Quilty will have reviewed for the test. And have a great week. See ya.